Hey kids, it's Dad. Holy cow, what an amazing weekend. I just got back from my 30th reunion. Pittsford-mendon High School in Pittsford, New York. 30th reunion. Spent an entire evening with 40 close and not so close friends. A couple weeks ago I wasn't gonna go, but then some circumstances changed, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna blow the dough and just do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm so glad I did. Holy cow, I am so glad. And I'm thinking to myself, I haven't seen some of these people in 30 years. What am I gonna say to them? What's gonna be what's my elevator speech? And I just didn't know what to say, and I got dressed up, and I had my nice tie on and a coat and the whole thing, and I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I just didn't know what I was gonna say. And then buddy Bob Powell, just love, and he starts walking in, so I walk in, and the rest is history. So I kind of want to talk about the things that I learned at my 30th reunion. Okay, first people I see inside, Melanie and Hank. And then, Melanie's all dressed up, looking all sharp, and Hank's got his flip-flops, and it looks like he's getting ready to play racquetball. But cool. He goes, hey, you know Appleton? Boom, and he fist bumps me. Apparently he sells medical supplies, and he's been to Appleton, so we talked to Appleton. Cool. Melanie Hank broke down some barriers. And Melanie is very important in the whole scheme of things. Melanie, myself, Ray, and Ellen, who we're going to talk about, are the 4 people that we were together in kindergarten. And actually, Melanie, Ray, and myself were in the same kindergarten class, Mrs. Ward's kindergarten class. Bless her heart, she's still alive. There is a seat right next to the Savior up in heaven for kindergarten teachers, and Mrs. Ward is going to have to elbow out other kindergarten teachers. She deserves to be there. She put up with me. She's going right to heaven, taking the A train to heaven. So Wanda, if you're watching this, you're awesome. Okay. Second thing I learned, when people come in, you kind of prejudged them. You prejudged them on how they looked. You prejudged them on, you knew them when they were, in high school age. Some of the people who were, kind of full of themselves in high school were full of themselves at the reunion, and the people who were calm and quiet and were the shining stars at the reunion. And one person that I kind of judged, I'm not even going to use her full name, it's R, and I didn't know what to say. If we had spent 5 minutes all high school talking, that's probably too much. I wasn't in the group, wasn't in the little area. But she came up to me and gave me the biggest hug and said, I've seen your videos and I think you're a great dad. Whoa. So I apologize for the pre-judgmentalness, but that was really cool. So R, thank you. Pam and Paul, oh my gosh, Pam and Paul are just the coolest people. Pam from Massachusetts, and Paul from Colorado. Oh my gosh, down to earth, solid earth, Italian. Oh, I got hugs. I got Pam is just so, Pam's kind of in her own little clique too with some girls, and one of them I even said hi to, and it was, hey Tom, it's nice to see you, as she's turning to talk to somebody else. And okay, I get it. I don't get the time of day. That's fine. But you know what? I got a lot of time of the day out of Pam. Pam is awesome. And Paul, rock on. You're awesome. Jennifer, holy cow, what a quiet sweetheart of a gal. Her mom taught English, taught me that chivalry's not dead, and she showed me pictures of her daughter Mia, and she, came in from Cleveland, and just very sweet and tender. Took the time to listen about my family, so that's really cool. That's top notch. Thank you, and she's a caregiver, and she gives of her time and gives people hope, and that's cool. Jennifer, you're awesome. Mike and his wife, Mike from Herkimer, New York. Google that one. Herkimer. Say that 10 times fast. Mike's a chef. and you know, he probably comes up to my waist, but you know what a powerhouse. And they have a son who's in the military, and I was talking about it, and the mom was getting emotional, I was getting a little emotional. Amazing. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for telling me about your family. Thank you for trusting me enough to share. I love that. We walked outside, we had a couple bottled waters together, and we talked family. We talked chefing and foods. Cool as that. Cool as that. Bob Powell, mentioned him already. Mr. Wegmans, love it. Calkins Road Wegmans, go in there. Go in there. He's running the show down there. He's really modest, but him and Danny are like this. Maybe he's the thumb, I don't know. But Bob, you're a rock star. And just remember what Robert Wegman said, I've never given away more than I've gotten back. Awesome quote. I can give you the reference to the article if you want. The Wegmans Way, CNNBC, I don't know. Bob Powell, Wegmans, rock star. Richard, Dr. Richard from Vermont. Cool. Another example of somebody putting others before themselves. He's a doctor. He gives of his time. He listens. He wants to help people. Awesome. Had a great talk with you. Richard, you left an impression on me, so thanks, buddy. Thank you. Ray and his wife. Holy cow, Ray Moran's. Grew up with him. I mean, we were knee-high to corn. We were so short, and so, but we lived in the same development, and we went to Mrs. Ward's class together, and now Ray is a super botanist in Oklahoma at some university, some high-powered university. He's got his PhD or his doctorate or I don't know if he's Dr. Ray. I didn't know. I didn't have to bow or anything. But he's got a ponytail, just cool. And his sweetheart is a non-practicing veterinarian, but she also teaches at the same place that Ray does. And they got little shavers. It was so great. We're outside and we're looking at the butterflies, and Ray, what is that? And he knew exactly what it was. Ray, what kind of tree is that? I go, it looks like a maple. He goes, definitely not a maple. And he walks over and inspects it, and he gives off like the 9-syllable definition of that name. I was like, oh, really? Okay, I was just gonna call it a spruce or a maple, but he had the whole deal. You guys left an impression. Thanks, Ray and wife. Awesome, Oklahoma. Ellen and Lauren, you guys put the whole thing together. You are the masterminds behind the whole nuts and bolts of the gig. Thank you for taking your time. Ellen, you and I have been friends since I can remember. You now live in the house that you grew up with, your mom's house. There's a lot of adversity in your life, but you know what? You take it head on, you drop a shoulder, and you're gonna win. Does everything go your way? It doesn't. Does everything go my way? It doesn't. Sometimes think, hey, you got everything all dialed in? I don't have it all dialed in. But you know what? Thank you. Thank you for your effort, and thanks for your love. It takes a lot of love to put this together for the whole class. You're awesome. You're awesome. Lynn and Kate, you were in town, yet you didn't show up. We're family. We missed you. I have no idea what you both are going through. Can't even fake it. I have no idea. Don't know the adversity. Don't know the whole thing. But you know what? You're loved and you were missed. It's kind of like when you have a family of 6 and you got the dinner table set up and Susie's off doing something else. She's got play practice. She's missed at the table. Her spot's right there. You had a spot and you were missed. I wish we could do it over and have you there and give you some hugs and some love and some support, but we don't have that opportunity until next time. You were missed. Last and not least, Suzanne. I'm a blubbering idiot when I think about you, and I don't know why. It's been 10 years, and then before that had been 10 years before that. So I've only seen you twice in the last 20 years, easy, and I don't know what it is. We worked together. We obviously went to school together, duh. But there's something special about you, very special. You lit up the room when you walked in. You You know, we just talked and talked and talked. We talked about mom, we talked about family, we talked about death, we talked about suffering, we talked about love. We connected. We've always connected. There's something special about you. There really is. So thank you. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the interaction. Everybody on this list, thank you so much. I had an expectation of what this was going to be, and it blew away all my expectations. It really did. It was spectacular the whole evening. Thank you, every single one of you. You're all a piece of a puzzle, and the puzzle came back together. I forgot Chuck. Chuck, I forgot you. We had the best chat. You and your sweetheart came, and I didn't rock the dress like she did, but it's a whole separate issue. You know, we talked about school, we talked about teaching, we talked about, you're an important person, Chuck, so thanks. You helped put this all together. I wish Greg was here. Where the heck is Greg? Greg, why'd you have to be so far away? You know, I love all you guys. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I never thought I'd have the emotions and feelings that I do now. I never thought of that I never thought. But you know what? I'm so glad I went. I am so glad I went. And I will support anybody in their endeavor to go to a reunion. I don't know why. It was just awesome. It was just awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for making this awesome. And if I forgot you, I didn't forget you. It's just impressions. I love you, Madeline. I love you, Claire. I love you, Tommy. I love you, Emma. And I love you, Drew. Don't let the little things get away. Don't let these people go without thank yous. Make sure to send thank yous. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.